This is the which TC2 Mercs are virgins, which is inspired by the which TF2 Mercs are virgins. This is only for parody purposes, as I already did plenty of those already. Disclaimer out of the way, let us begin. We all know Team Fortress 2, we all know typical colors too, and we all know our beloved mercenaries in both games by heart. However, have we thought for once that they have their own beloved in their own hearts too? As a fan of typical colors 2 and Team Fortress 2 content online, I came across parody videos of both and was inspired to make my own. With that said, I spent actual units of time that I would never ever receive back by reading through the typical colors 2 Wiki's contents about cosmetics, voice lines, and the character sheets to know, but mostly assume, who of our beloved TC2 Mercs would have captured someone's objective and would be canonically virgins. Unlike the original, no comics, no developer notes, or anything really. But I am optimistic that our assumptions will be at least have foundations. If you want to fuel the fire on one of my insane videos yet, then you can consider subscribing, as we are almost on 3,000 subscribers. And that is already so much for me. Thank you so much. Continuing with the video, let us begin with the mercs that I am confident to assume that they are not only dominating the battlefield, but also in the bedroom. I believe it is Trooper, Marksman, Brute, and of course, Agent. I assume that these characters are not virgins, with the basis of, these characters for me have the most personality, as well as being the older and mature side of the team. It is from my opinion. Starting with the Trooper, he's the stern, veteran, rude one of the cast from the Midwestern United States, and that is all his origin is. Personality-wise, Trooper is not really the best person to be with, as he's the mostly angry all the time, but sometimes he can be genuine to the other mercs despite the aggressiveness and, frankly, the racism, and that sensitivity could be a spark for romance. Knowing that it is explicitly stated by the official Typical Colors 2 Wiki on his character sheet as being a militaristic veteran as well as the confirmation of several voice lines in-game, it is very likely that Trooper has or had someone before or during his retirement from the military, considering his age to begin with. It is also an apparent consensus by the community that he is the oldest mercenary of the team. Therefore, I believe that Trooper from Typical Colors 2 is definitely not a virgin. Next, we have the Marksman. He's one of the nicest mercenary in the cast, as he is humble, polite, and he is from Mississippi in southern United States. That is also his origin is. Personality-wise, Marksman is one of the best person to be with, as he is mostly calm all the time in accordance to his voice lines and interactions. Not one bit is he ever rude. So yes, one of the best person to be with, and it does not even have to be romantic. For someone to be specialized like that, it means he is experienced, and with it, the loss of virginity. Just like Trooper, I believe Marksman has someone with him like a wife, or he could just be a lemonade drinking hermit for all we know. But I'm somewhat confident to say that Marksman from Typical Colors 2 is definitely not a virgin. Transition, we have Brute. Once again, he's one of the nicest mercenary, as he is, as described, the big brother of the cast, who takes care of people, but can be goofy or serious when needed. Born in Midwestern United States, Big Brother Brute's personality is one of the best person to be with, since he can cook, he can sing, and he can ride, and many more. So much skill sets in fact that even Miss Charlie, the administrator, wanted to eat what he is cooking. If there is a title of being a Giga Chad, it will be Brute, in addition of having the name of Big Tony. While he admits that he is not the sharpest tool in the shed, and admitted that he is big himself, muscular most likely despite others saying it is fat, it only solidifies that he is an honest and caring person. Someone could be easily attracted to Brute with this kind of personality. He simply has everything, in addition of being in a biker gang, With those said, I believe that Brute from Typical Colors 2 is truly, definitely not a virgin. Furthermore, on the character list, we have my favorite Roblox character of all time ever, Agent. As stated by her character sheet, she's a specialist from Italy. She's a professional, and that is all people know. She's partly rude to everyone, and she would not be great to be with as she can be scary, as Mechanic had said. But similar to Trooper, she can be sincere and cute sometimes when interacting with the others. Admittedly, as mentioned by my videos about her, she definitely can have whatever she wants, which may or may not include a partner, a boy, a girl. To her, I think it's just a toy, and would definitely make the first move. She would be the kind of person that will make you into a pet. She is stone cold, femme fatale. A woman is very dangerous to be with, even if it is not romantic. However, it could also mean that she is so refined, high standard, that she does not really care about it, and therefore has not done it. Yet, without any doubts, I could assume that Agent from Typical Colors 2 is not a virgin. So let us move on to the others. I have 3 characters that fall to the category of maybe. We have Mechanic, Annihilator, and the Doctor. Also, let us be fast now, as it has already been more than 5 minutes into the video, so doing this fast. Let us begin with Annihilator. In the surface, Annihilator seems to be very loud and energetic, but deep within those screams lies someone who is actually an honor-bound and a nice man. Born in Ireland, Annihilator fancies himself with all things night-related, so that is already a good start there. His personality is the usual screaming, but really, he can be very genuine, jovial, and a fun person to drink to the bar with. We all know that he is into chivalry, and women love those. This is only a maybe, so sure. Annihilator from Typical Colors 2 is maybe a virgin. Furthermore, we have the Mechanic, which is apparently the intelligent coordinator of the game, as he is straight to the point and everything must be in the plan. Born in Western United States, Mechanic seems uninteresting at first with no backstory. However, when listening to the voice lines, it is hinted that he was or is in college. But, even still, this is a maybe, because if he is so planned but unpredictable when talking to someone, then he could just mess up a date. Besides, he was or is in college, and we all know what people do during those. So yes, Mechanic from Typical Colors 2 is maybe a virgin. Next, we have the Doctor, who is the most shy of the cast but willingly to fight if he has to. Raised in the United Kingdom and a medicine profession, he is sometimes not as innocent as he let on, so he could be just experienced with something else than medicine. He can be a gentleman at times, especially with the manner of him speaking so softly. So sure, it is a possibility. He could be one of those soft boys who will be the one being dominated after being invited for dinner, which is very fitting for a support character. So sure, I think the Doctor from Typical Colors 2 is maybe a virgin. With those said, we now discuss about the 2 Typical Colors 2 mercenaries that I'm confident to say that they're virgins. These are the Flanker and Arsonist, with the reason of, I just could not see that these 2 would ever do it. The Flanker. He's very annoying, even beyond the battlefield, as Miss Charlie even commented about rejecting him. He's loud, obnoxious, and everyone seemed to really hate him more than the other mercenaries when observing by domination voice lines. With those said, it is not even worth saying what he is like, because that is all he is. So much so that I am confident to say that he is a virgin, with the addition of him being the most youthful of the team. So, already bought odds. I am confident to say that Flanker from Typical Colors 2 is a virgin. The Arsonist. No, I do not think there are defining qualities for Arsonist to have more action than fire action. He's definitely not on a fire-stricken bed, with the reason of him actually being a robot created by Mechanic. So it means that mechanic was just compensating for something or to do it to impress someone or something. Mechanic could have designed personality to arsonist like tone and smooth jazz, but he did not. So, I'm confident to say that Arsonist from Typical Colors 2 is a virgin. Anyways, there we have it everyone. The which TC2 Mercs are virgins video. What do you think? Do you agree with my dumb assumptions? Or we could always just say that these are just undiscovered facts. Either way, this has been a pain to edit, but eventually I did it. And as always, I'm really insecure if I did it right. I hope that this is an alright video and you enjoy it. Thank you so much everyone for watching, and as for the moment, farewell everyone and have a great day.